what's up, guys? Welcome to the Out Here MMA Not Podcast with show, but now podcast. Why did I put my throat against the mic? It's because our audio is not here right now. Why? Because we're operating on new levels, new ground, just like my boy Fiziev or Fiziev or Fiziev.
I don't know.
We don't know. We'll get to that fight in a bit, but we do have to address a couple of things. Alex, you have continued to dye your hair blonde, yet no bet was lost or won. Why are we dyeing the hair blonde?
What's up with that?
Because I like it. It looks cool.
Why'd you say it like a cholo? Because I like it. Look cool.
It kind of look cool. Like te quiero like pinche güey colita, camito, ceguita.
I'll be honest. I was unsure about when I first saw you and I at the Tiger Belly backstage at the live show. I was like, I can't tell. And then I thought about it. And Nick was like, you know what? It looks good on him. I said,
I think it fits.
It works well if you have thick eyebrows that are a different color. There's something cool about the contrast.
You know what you look like?
What?
You know what you look like?
He looks like a hacker. Looks like he hacks.
Yeah, you look like a hacker, or you look like Juntao from
I like Juntao.
Yo, you big
like,
Juntao.
Hey, put the gun down.
Put the gun down. Cover yourself up. You're bleeding. No, but like I feel like for him, he pulls it off really well too. Not many yellow men with a shaved head could pull off a blonde hairdo, but I think you are amongst that category. I think
will say he's also not a yellow man.
It's easier to
dye. Yellow.
It's easier to do it when your hair's shorter, because like my hair's gotten a little longer, and we just tried to bleach it, and like we weren't gonna leave it in as long because it's already like blonde still. We were trying to get the roots, but it was harder to get the bleach in. So now we have to go after this, have to go buy more, and we're gonna have to redo it again to get it so it gets actually deep inside of there.
I kind of like a little two-tone though. I like a little,
Yeah, but the issue is it's like
I like the roots dark. The roots dark look kind of cool.
Yeah, it looks kind of cool. It is, but the issue now is because we already started redoing it, like it's gonna look a little patchy. So like some's gonna be like gold and some's gonna be like blonde.
So patchy is in right now. It's in. It's all the fucking craze. I'm into it. Comment below, fans. What do you guys think? Do you guys like blonde Alex? Do you like Derek Brunson Alex? Comment below.
I wish I was smiling earlier. I was like trying to picture Nick with it, and I don't think I can, because Alex is like, okay, cool. He does different things. He even got like an earring, and he got vibe. Nick, if you did it, it's just you wearing like athletic clothes with blonde hair.
You know what it is?
I don't know.
I think my skin color doesn't lend itself to blonde very well.
We have pretty similar skin color though.
Maybe
do we though?
Honestly, I think it's your eyes and lips.
I think I'm darker. I'm generally darker than Alex, and I think that has something to do with it.
I think Gilbert could pull it off.
I can pull it. I did it one time. No, I tried to. They did it wrong. It was just frosted tips.
Oh, really?
Frosted tips is lit.
Was your hair longer? Because I'm telling you, it's a little harder to bleach it when it's long.
Do you have any pictures?
I'll send you guys some. What happened was I didn't realize you have to do it a bunch to get it. If you have dark hair like mine, or like it's like yours, you have to do it.
You have to do it multiple times.
Mine just turned orange. Mine was orange.
That was the first time when I first did it. Like when I first posted the picture, it was like bronze orange, and then I waited 2 days, and then we redid it just because the next day we were busy, and then it was like actually blonde after the second time of doing it. So I'm gonna have to do that shit again. I'm gonna have to go get more.
Yeah, just picture me with that. And then I remember having like I think shark teeth and neck choker.
Oh,
and then I also had a blue Hollister shirt with the wave on it.
And long ass cargo shorts that went like 3 inches past your knees.
Dude, never wore shorts in school. Always wore the American Eagle bell bottoms. Let's go.
Also, I finally saw my Nick's barber for the first time because he's always busy. And what he wants me to do, because I just did a little taper, so I want the hair to grow out. He told me he wants me to go back to the mullet and having it blonde.
That'd be kind of fire.
I might do the mullet again. You
should go mullet and go blonde. You're gonna crush all the puss that's out there, dude.
I
think you could pull it off.
I feel like this made my.
I'm saying it, dude.
My level of pussies, like getting pussies, like a 3. I think the blonde probably brought it down to 2.5, but the mullet might bring it up to like a 4 player. You never know.
Shit, you're operating below that 5. I like that. You never go past the threshold.
If we get to 4, that's good, bro. I think 4 is a good level.
4, baby.
Too bad Alex is talking about out of 5, dude. He's not talking about 10. He's talking about out of 5.
Oh, I'm talking 4 out of 100 players.
And speaking of 4, that's how many decisions we had in the last card.
Really?
Guys, yes, let's get to our fight recap. No cap. Main event, RDA versus R space F. This was a battle of the Rafaels or the Rafaels. You know what? It was a good fight. I'm glad Fiziev won. I like the new blood being interjected into the top 5. Did you guys think this may be crazy to say? Did you think he looked a little sluggish though compared to the last time he fought Brad Riddell? I'm just crazy.
Rafael?
Never mind. Fiziev, yeah.
I think it's because of what I thought was gonna happen, and I'm sure he thought. Remember how I was like, I think RDA is gonna win because you're just gonna take him down and stuff like that. I think that's why. I think like all the other. Yeah, well, I think he was just being smarter because he knew that the takedowns were gonna come. That's why his takedown defense was like freaking. I mean, his takedown defense was on point.
It was good.
It was really good.
Really good.
So maybe lactic acid. Is that what we're saying?
No, I think he was just being careful. I think he was being cautious. I think he didn't want to overextend himself because look, let's be real. He didn't really open up until the 5th round. And that's where he really got that fucking fit. Like when he decided that he was like, all right, I have to go push this motherfucker. That's when he got the finish. And that was a beautiful setup. So it just shows that, I think people are writing. I think people will say Fiziev.
What are they writing? What are they writing?
They're saying, well, before this fight, I was worried about it too. I was like, man, I hope Fiziev isn't just a one-trick one-trick pony that only has striking. Like, I want to be able to see him to be a well-rounded fighter, and for him to keep off a guy like RDA the way he did and stop those takedowns, and then his ability to finish a fight in that position when he decides he wants to, kind of like, that's pretty fucking baller. I think this dude is going places.
He's going places, but he's getting stopped at places if he fights these other more ground-oriented fighters.
Yeah. I think he's going to have his work cut out for him, but if he could defend takedowns consistently from Rafa dos Anjos, bro, that's a big deal. That's not an easy task.
It is, but is it at 38? Like, honestly, the guys ranked below him, the guys ranked below him, I think, can beat him on the ground. Like Armin's, I can't believe I'm saying that, Armin Surkian.
Yeah, no, those guys are going to be tough matchups for him no matter what. I think those guys are going to be staples in the division. But as of now, like with the top 5 that's in the current top 5, I feel like Rafael does well with them. Obviously, Islam, the Armins, the Gamrots,
Oliveras,
the Oliveras. I think he does well with Oliveira too, potentially. But the ground game is always going to be a little sus.
Alex, play a little matchmaker for me. Lightweight division. Where do you see this guy? The new Rafael. Where is he from? Kazakhstan? Is that where he's from?
No, he's from
Azerbaijan.
Azerbaijan. He even got it approved. He had to get it approved from the country to have it on his jersey or some shit. I saw some shit like that, but I think he should get the fight that he called out, which was cool. He was calling out Justin Gaethje. That'd be a sick fight, honestly.
Yeah,
and he's ranked high enough now. He's like 7 now, so that'd be a cool fight, honestly.
Is Gaethje coming off of a loss?
Yeah, he lost to Charles.
Oh, that's my.
And if they want to give Rafael a title shot, if he beats Gaethje's last loss was against the champ. So then that's good means of if he beats Gaethje, a title challenger, like they can give him a title shot straight off of that.
Interesting. All right, Nick, do you feel the same way about that match?
Yeah, I think that's a good fight for both those guys. It gives a chance for Gaethje to maybe come back, but I think it's a fan-friendly matchup with Rafa. I think that's the fight to make.
Awesome. All right, I'm gonna skip down. I know we have a bunch of other fights, and we can touch on some of them, but I do want to just bring up this one: Michael Johnson, Jamie Malarkey.
Oh yeah,
let's just get to that because that was wild.
A banger.
I don't know about the outcome. Maybe I'm not angry, but I was kind of surprised the way I guess I was actively watching it and seeing the result. Yeah. Maybe that's I put so much weight on the 3rd round, but maybe I wasn't thinking about the first. But I think that's probably where you can probably flip flop. Your decision is on the 1st round. Who won that?
Yeah.
Alex, who did you have winning this fight?
I was watching these fights with no sound because I was busy on Saturday. I thought. Like when I was looking at it and stuff, I thought Jamie, just because I felt like he was hurting Johnson more.
Like I thought he was hurting him more.
Yeah, I thought he was doing a little bit more damage with the exchanges. But I wasn't it was weird because there was a couple times when it ended, I remember thinking like, oh, I think they're gonna give it to Johnson, and then I was like, I don't know, they might actually give it to Malarkey. Like it looked like he did a little bit more damage, like when he was rocking him and stuff. So this one, yeah, honestly, to me was like, I was like, honestly, I don't know who they're gonna give it to, and I'm not mad, like they both fought really well, but if they gave it to Johnson, I wasn't gonna be mad, and they gave it to Jamie, I'm not mad about it. Like it was that close of a fight, I thought, to where it's like you can't be mad whoever they give it to. It's not like one of those fights where you're like, what the fuck? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Nick, where did you have it falling? And did you kind of, I'm assuming you gave Michael Johnson that third round, maybe Jamie the second. And it's the first had 2 knockdowns. Like, I mean, where are you weighing more?
Yeah, I think I was leaning towards Michael Johnson. Just with the knockdowns, I just felt like, all right, those are probably going to be fresh in the judges' minds, right? That's what my mindset was. But I'm kind of similar to Alex. Like, I'm not mad at it either. I do feel like it was a really close fight, and like it's not necessarily a robbery, but it just like the guy that scored the fight for Michael Johnson is the homie Mike Bell. You know what I mean? And I agree with his. I agree with how he scored it. I think he got it right. I think Michael Johnson.
I mean, he's a homie. He's a
homie, dude. Yeah, dude.
From where?
He used to be the old commissioner back in the amateur days, and then now he does.
At
judging.
what league?
He's the one that scored Canelo over
Combate, baby.
Triple G in the first fight.
He was for Camo for the now he's just doing all the California based stuff, and now he's all over he's in Vegas. He's everywhere, dude.
Shout out to him. I will say watching this fight, I don't know if you guys agree with this, but it kind of shows a little the generational difference of fighter. I was like, man, Michael Johnson, like he really just those jabs and 1s and 2s, where like Jamie,
he's
you're
successful with it.
Very good at it, but Jamie, you're like, oh, it reminds me of like, oh, this is like a modern mixed martial artist. The guy was like doing all sorts of combinations. He was doing like everything. It was just interesting to look at it because I forgot how old Michael Johnson is in his fighting years. He's like, wow, he's in his late 30s. He's still, to me, I keep thinking he's in his like early 30s, but yeah, he's kind of up there.
He's a beast, dude. He's a fucking animal. He's still got it.
Another fight I'd like to talk on. I enjoyed this fight, these heavyweights, Jared Vanderaa and Chase Sherman. Jared Vanderaa, honestly, like I really thought that guy was going to be really slow. Some of these guys with bellies can move fast. It's very deceiving, which makes me think, do we need abs? Do we need to focus on core?
I don't know. That's the age-old question. Do we?
Some people are just explosive, bro.
Why'd you say it like you were a hype man?
Because
some people will say like a hustling guy.
I'm explosive, Brett.
Alex is he's very explosive.
He does his left hooks, especially the first time I met him. Nick's like, oh, this guy's gonna take care of you. He's an experienced, spar. And boom, left hook to my face. I wanted to quit mixed martial arts the rest of my life.
Yeah, thanks, Alex.
I never doing 4-ounce gloves. That's what we were doing. No, you do the thing when you go fast and you get really slow to the face. It scares the shit out of me. Fucking hate that. Any shout outs on any of the other fights on this card, gentlemen? Said Saeed
Nurmagomedov. That was a great fight.
It's hard to live up to that last name. I will say that.
The Cody Brundage and Trayshawn Gore.
Trayshawn Gore that was crazy.
He's like he was the guy that was supposed to be in the finals for Ultimate Fighter but got injured. Mm-hmm. But the thing with him is like I feel like I don't know if you watched that season, but the beginning of that season, like he wasn't really a shit talker. And then all of a sudden, like right at the end, just started talking like mad shit. And then he lost to Brian Battle. And then when he was about to do this fight, he started talking mad shit. And he got knocked the fuck out. So I'm just like, man, that's a bummer because like that's 2 losses in a row already. You were supposed to win. He was made to win the Ultimate Fighter. Yeah, you're just like, damn, it sucks.
Nick, any other shout outs on that card?
No, that's pretty much it. I was really impressed with Fiziev. Like I was really impressed by his performance. Yeah, which one is it, dude?
He's a beast, bro. Like honestly, that takedown defense that he was showing, I was like, bro, that's good because RDA can grapple. He's been around for a while.
He's really good grappler.
Yeah. I remember Kevin Lee is a wrestler, and he was out wrestling Kevin Lee. So like he can actually wrestle. So that's a good sign. Like what we were talking about earlier, that's a good sign for when he does get up to those people because who knows, he might be able to stop a couple of Islam takedowns. And Islam's been knocked out before with strikes. So you never know. And then Charles Oliveira,
Wow.
they're gonna strike. I mean, Fiziev, he's one of those elite strikers where he can keep his distance. It's like
Yeah.
an Izzy. So it's like Charles
For
Oliveira
real.
might not have the ease on getting in and grabbing him. So he can be a problem for these guys at the top. Unlike, I know
100%.
Gilbert thinks he sucks and he's just a hype train, but I mean, I'm telling you,
Fuck you,
Yeah,
man.
what's your deal, dude?
I'm
What's
just
your
sick of you
deal?
guys saying. Okay, really quick. Everyone say the last name. Don't say it multiple times. Alex, say his last name one time. Go.
Rafael Fiziev.
Nick,
Fiziev. Is that how you say it?
I say Raphael Fiziev. Like
Fiziev.
Kiev. Fiziev.
I guess
Let's
we'll just
look
have
up-
to get him on the show and then he'll tell us how to say it.
And he'll say it completely different. Like it's for Cresposes.
Did you guys hear his take on Connor and how he tweets?
Wait, did he do a joke call out or he did a real call out?
No, he did a joke call out against Rafael Nadal because he was like,
that's it.
we figured
the
out
tennis one.
who the best Hoffa is, and now
That was
we
weird.
figure out the whatever, dude. He's still
like him.
his English is probably not the best, but hey, man, he's out here trying. I think he's hilarious. He was talking about Connor in the post-fight press conference, and he was saying that he goes, I think about Connor is like before he goes to bed every night, and this is him being genuine. I think he's being 100% honest. He goes, before he goes to bed every night, I think he sips a little proper 12, a little whiskey. Then he might smoke a little bit, and then he does a little bit of that.
He did
And
that.
then he goes on his phone. Then he goes on his phone and goes on Twitter. And that's what he's pretty much saying. And he's probably exactly right. Before he goes to bed, he gets shit-faced drunk and he starts tweeting at people. And that's what they were asking about. Like, what do you think about Connor's antics? And he goes, that's what I think it is. He needs help.
Just wait for the comeback. Just wait for the comeback, guys.
Bruh, I mean, he's been away too long, bruh. He's about to get fucked up by any one of these lightweights.
Tell that to Dominic Cruz. He came back and he was fine.
Too bad he's coming to 170, brother. You see his frame, dog? He looks like a gorilla.
I swear
dude.
He's like, I look like the SPG gorilla. Shut the fuck up. You don't look like an old gorilla.
What? Dude, that sounded like
that
Wakanda.
was Nigerian, dude.
That was Nigerian.
Bro, that's
That
because
was
I'm a big
Francis
Ngannou
bro.
fan. So sometimes it comes out. You know what I'm saying?
That was Ngannou, dog.
All right. Let's get into our We Out Here morning news. Do it, Alex.
Oh shit! I thought you pressed the button.
No, man. That's all.
That was
lips
good. That was
and
good,
vocal
dude.
cords.
That was very good.
Yeah.
I love this one. We've talked about this many times in the show in the past. Charles, I forgot which coach said this, but I was reading.
Jiu-jitsu coach.
Jiu-jitsu coach said this. If Charles Oliveira beats Islam Makhachev, Khabib would return to avenge him. Ooh. Is it happening? Probably not, but I say there's a 5% chance.
What do you mean? Probably not. What do you mean? Describe your take.
I think Khabib is the kind of guy where he said, and you guys kind of told me this, when he says he's retired, he's retired. Like if he wanted to keep fighting, he would have kept fighting. But he got Hall of Fame. He's now focused on coaching the next group of kids. He's really big on Makhachev. He just seems like, you're right. I think he really did have to take his father's mantle, and I don't think he takes that lightly.
Yeah.
But I still think Oliveira gets it done.
You know what just popped in my head that I want to say before I forget?
Tell us.
Here we go. He's talking about his favorite bubble gum.
Well, I'm pretty sure that it's the extra that's yellow when you start chewing it. You know which one I'm talking about? It looks
Yeah.
like
What
yellow.
flavor is that?
It's spearmint,
Mango.
I think, or some shit like that.
Is it?
It's like a mint one.
Spearmint.
It's a mint one. But here's
It's like
actually
bubble mint or some
I just
shit.
thought of this. Ready? So Habib's favorite fighter was GSP, right?
Yeah.
Do you guys know where I'm going with this now? Or now that I say that or no?
No, keep
All right,
going. Keep going.
So is it his favorite fighter is GSP? What did GSP do?
Came back, fought the title.
No, he retired,
up.
right? He was retired 4 years. Then all of a sudden, he comes back and fights for a title. I think Khabib's going to be retired for 4 years, and then he's going to come back and fight for the title just because he knows that his dad's favorite fighter was GSP, and he wants to follow GSP's steps to be the greatest because they think he's the GOAT. So I think in 4 years, he's going to come back.
Follow up really quick. GSP, right? He's a little more calculated. He didn't just come back and said 4 years. He came back to fight a very specific champion at a very specific way at a very specific time in that man's career. Habib, does he do the same thing? Or is he all about like, no, I just want to fight in 4 years, whoever the champion even is, the greatest fighter in the world?
Yes.
To what?
Yes, I agree.
that guy, vote for this guy for Congress.
I agree with you.
Thoughts on this, Nick?
You know what? I think he's going to go a different route. You know, there's a lot of people talking about how GSP, what he's really a champion in, is his relationship with women. And I feel like he goes out and he fucks a lot. This guy crushes, dude. This guy crushes puss. I think Khabib, if he really wants to honor GSP the right way,
he's a child out of wedlock.
He goes full GSP and just becomes a rampaging man. Ooh. That's how he lives up to the legacy.
I think Khabib is like, he's married, right? And has kids, but he just never
married.
Doesn't do anything. He never says anything.
Nah, bro. He don't talk about his wife because that's just not what they do, brother. They just don't do this.
No, brother. They're like, wife, brother, not important, brother.
Dude, we don't talk about this in public. That's my private life. That's what he said.
Yeah, he's like,
he protects his family, you know? Yeah.
Only men at the mosque in the front.
No, I if Khabib comes back, that'd be fucking pretty cool. But I like what you said, Gil. I'm more in the camp of that, like he is just trying to be his father, you know, like or just live up to what his father has built, and he wants to take that to the next level. I think that's where his main focus is. It's hard for me to think that this guy does multiple things at once like this, where he's just like, oh, I want to do this and quit fighting and then go back to fighting. I feel like once he says it, unfortunately.
Alex, your pinky is separated from your index finger. Go ahead.
I got a question for you guys. Do you think if Khabib comes back, is it bigger than any Conor McGregor return?
100%. 100%.
No.
Well,
financially, no.
Like pay-per-view wise, do you think it does more pay-per-views? No. The Khabib, the return of the GOAT
storyline. Yeah, in terms of like, what is it actually a bigger deal? Yes.
If it comes back for like, he has to come back for the Charles Oliveira thing. Like that would, I think, be a crazy. Like that would probably be the
Conor shocks the world, beats Oliveira submission, and then calls out Khabib. That would be pay-per-view and would be legit.
Yeah, but Conor not gonna beat Charles.
All I'm gonna say is any fighter that fights Charles, what they need to do is they need to rock him so bad on the feet where like he's dysfunctional, and then choke him out. So then they can be like, oh, look, I choked out Charles Oliveira. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Just tip to anybody that fights him, just so you can look better. You know what I'm saying? But you're going to have to get him like where he's
try this out.
Yeah, you feel me?
Check out Alex_fight tips. Don't follow Shane Faison. All right, guys. Next piece of news. Kamaru Usman plots path after Leon Edwards rematch. I will go to 205 and I will grab that belt. Let's play it out. Let's not scoff at it yet. Let's think about it. Doesn't want to go to middleweight. His boy's up there at championship. Light heavyweight. Current champion is Erie. Below that is Glover. And below that is Jan. Is it possible? Open your minds. Is it possible for Kamaru Usman to be any of these guys?
Why you say scoff, bro? Who's scoffing? I think he does that shit with ease. What are you talking about?
Okay. Scoffing. You're talking my kind of potatoes.
Hey, you like home fries, like the scallops, or just like normal potato?
The scallop potatoes. What?
Scallop potatoes. Like the scallop potatoes are like cut up like little circles.
I know, man. Give me hash browns so I get some crisp and brownage on that. Okay, some effect.
I think Kamaru can do it. When they did the face off with Jan, he's like the
same
fucking size.
That was nuts.
Damn.
You know what I think would be pretty cool? This is the ultimate. If Izzy defends his title against Alex Pereira, because we know that's in the works.
We don't know that for sure.
No, it's for sure, dude. They're gonna
Izzy already said they're setting up a date.
The UFC could not fucking wait to do this fight, bro. They were like, everything went as accordingly to plan. So I think
they should do it in China. They should do it in China. The rematch.
That'd be tight. But if Izzy, defends his title a couple more times, I think he should go up to 205, and then
Usman
leaves it wide open for Usman to go to 185. Because if he goes to 185, I feel like that's more realistic. Because look, the guys at 205, they're big boys, and I'm sure Kamaru, if he needs to bulk up, he could be a big boy too. But man, I would like to see Usman at 185. I think.
Can he go to 155? Cool. Is he too big for 155?
Yeah, he's too big for 155.
Could he do 165 and fight Kevin Lee for the belt?
There's no 165 unless he fights for Eagle FC, brother.
Oh, maybe that he was a commentator. Who knows?
Who knows, dude? Who fucking
Alex,
knows?
You're not scoffing at 205 for real. You actually think he can take one of the three top or all three of the top guys?
Hell yeah. What do you do? Like
even Jan?
Yeah, bro. With Jan's wrestling, Usman wiped the floor with these. Since John's not there with that wrestling, I think the biggest person that give him the issue maybe Glover, because Glover's big. And like I've met Glover, and he's a big, thick, big, strong dude. Like he's thick.
Hey, but once Usman gets him on the cage, and once he gets any 205er against the cage and he starts stomping their fucking feet, bro, it's over, dude.
Bro, what are you going to do without your toes?
Yeah, dude, 205ers never seen nothing like that, bro.
Obviously, Gilbert's never been foot slammed, you fucking idiot.
Yeah, you fucking idiot, piece of shit moron, dude. He's never been foot slammed a day in his life.
All right, Dana White gives.
Can I tell you a fun story real quick, though? Can I tell you this one funny story?
Yeah. Only if it's 40 minutes long. Go ahead.
Hey, no, it's really quick. There was this chick that we used to train with, and she was a kickboxer. Her name was Daria. I forgot what her last name was.
Crazy.
But she was like, no. She trained in she fought in Glory. She fought in K1, and she was a world champion. Mm-hmm. She came and trained with us. And she used to train with Alistair Overeem. And she said that when they were doing kickboxing sparring with Alistair Overeem, she got her foot broken because Alistair Overeem foot stomped her in practice.
Ooh.
Dude. And she's like, maybe 5'11", maybe 180 pounds. And Alistair Overeem in practice, like a fucking asshole, is foot stomping her foot, bro. She wasn't even doing MMA. She was just a kickboxer. Imagine. And this is when Alistair was like Ubering, bro. This is when he was on all the horse meat, bro.
I don't know about y'all. He seems like an asshole to me, like in real life. But I feel like it's more of like he doesn't mean to be, but he's just rude. I feel like when he goes to stores or anything, he's rude as fuck.
He's got a scar across his face, man. That guy's scary as shit.
I'm sure he's a nice dude, but he doesn't realize he's being rude. Those types of people.
He's a nice dude, but he don't know he's being rude. Yeah, next song. He's a nice dude. Dana White gives one of the Nelk boys $250,000 a birthday gift. Why? Former UFC fighter suggests union in response. I love that response from whatever fighter said that on the tweet. I love
everybody went in. Everybody went in on him.
It's like, bro, you just gave this kid $250,000, which is fine. Do whatever you want with your money. But it's like not a good look when you're already in this kind of money space thing with the UFC and fighters and all that shit.
Yeah.
But also fighters step up.
How do they step up, Gil? How if you were say a manager for all these up and coming talented MMA fighters, but they just don't really have the social media presence or that like Sean O'Malley level, like what would you tell a fighter to do?
I would tell my fighter, if I'm a manager, different perspective. I want my 15%. So I'm saying you better fucking say some wild shit like the Wuhan virus is not real. Get people to hate you and build your stock. Or win fights like crazy, because I think you should have a fighters union, but they have to do it, and all the big players have to agree to it, and they're not going to, because I already know Izzy knows. Yeah, he doesn't say union. He just says I want to make fighter pay better elevating the cards. That's the only thing that you really can do, because if he agrees to union, he gets cut. He can't maximize his profits. All the top guys.
I think if Gilbert was a fighter manager, you would be better than Ali Abdul Abziz, whatever the fuck his name is.
Bro, that guy's so annoying, but is he good at what he does?
Because I don't know. I've never listened to it until yesterday, but I listened to Trash Tuesday because it just came up on my YouTube because I bought YouTube Premium, right? And it just plays shit.
Oh, bro, YouTube Premium is game changer.
Yeah, it just play, and it like you can close the phone and still plays. But I was listening to it, and Kalila was talking about how. Did you listen to it? How good and how smart of a businessman and how beast of a businessman Gilbert is.
Shut up.
I swear on my life.
What?
On my life, I would die right now if I'm lying. They were talking about Annie or Esther was talking about how you're so funny and you murdered the live show, that you were so funny.
I can't tell if it's a bit or not.
Nah, you did kill
I
it.
Swear on my mom and my sister's life. Yeah, I will. And
never get praise.
Kalila said, she's like, she's like, originally she said that because they did their first episode, it was 2 hours and she forgot to press record. So basically at the beginning, they brought you in so you could press record and make sure everything was recording. And she's like, but then Gilbert turned out to be one of the best businessmen I've ever met.
Oh, I'll take that. Wow. That feels good. No, that feels good. She never told that to me. Wow.
Go listen to it. I swear it's on the episode.
Alex, man, you should start a media company where you do headlines.
But dude, if Gilbert was a fighter manager, I bet you anything he'd be getting everybody paid. He'd be getting everybody button-up shirts and trucker hats from all their sponsors.
Oh shit,
bro, let's go.
Let's go, dude.
So I mean, those are my thoughts on the fighters union, or like just what do you think about the fighters? Alex, you go first. Like just that scenario that happened.
The only thing about this scenario is I understand, but it's UFC isn't Dana White's actual pocket. Like his bank account isn't the UFC's bank account. So
he doesn't own it anymore.
Yeah. So it's like, he's giving his own personal money. It's like you want these fighters. I understand. But it's not like he's going to be getting money out of his pocket. I'm sure he might do that sometimes. You never know what goes on behind the scenes, but that's his own money from his personal pocket. You would, if it was like if the UFC brass and all this shit came together like at this party and gave this guy $250,000, then I'm like, okay, yeah, like why don't you give that money to fucking fighters? But this is Dana White's personal money, so it's like you can't expect him to give you his personal money. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Yeah, I know it looks weird. I've actually been in a situation sort of like this, but it's like it's their personal money, so it's you can't really be mad at it. You can be annoyed, I guess, but you can't be mad at it.
Yeah, that's perfectly said. Would you like to data that, Nick, or do you have a different take on it? And Ruvka?
Well, my whole thing is like the Nelk boys are massive, right?
I honestly didn't know who they were until I saw them on UFC. Did you?
Yeah, seriously, I didn't know they were the guys that were moaning in people's ears, and I was like, dude, I don't like these guys. But
what is that?
Watching them. They just do stupid pranks, but watching them on the UFC, I was like, oh, these guys are actually pretty cool. Like the first time I started seeing them was a viral clip of that guy going up to Khabib during Fight Island and was like, yo, like Jorge Masvidal like slept with my chick and I want to fuck him up. Like, what should I do? How should I start like training to beat him up? And then Khabib goes like, you should buy a dog. That's your only shot. Like get a dog. But like it was like these guys are obviously massive, and there's a reason why I think the UFC, or at least Dana White, has been really buddy with these guys, because I'm sure they bring a lot of outside fans to the UFC. Like I'm sure they have some
specific
sort of
demographic.
Yeah, like a specific demographic. Like their podcast is huge, bro. It's like insane. They're
like
doing
a million views every time.
Are they bigger than
time.
Logan Paul?
Bro,
they're like right up there with them.
Yeah.
I think but I'm sure they have some other dealings. I'm sure, like you said, it's his own personal money. Dana White got it like that. And I think he likes these boys very much because they bring a lot of business, and I'm sure it's a very mutual friendship. So,
that's a good point.
If he wants to give him $250K, go for it. Is it crazy that it was in cash? And is it crazy that, like, you know, a lot of UFC fighters, like it might be in poor taste, but at the same time, it's
his money.
Can't really give him shit. It's his money. Dana White is a very successful businessman and an amazing blackjack player. He might have just won that shit from like clearing out the palms. You know, who knows? But
did you guys notice he wasn't at any? Like he wasn't at the international fight week?
Question. I was going to ask. Do you know why? Have you heard why he is?
I don't know. I saw someone made a post about it, but then they didn't explain why. So I don't know.
Yeah, I was wondering too. I was like, does he hate Izzy? What's going on here?
He hasn't been at even the fight nights. Because he usually does like post-fight press conferences.
Yeah,
I don't remember him being on one in the past couple, like maybe a month or so.
Especially like, international fight week. Someone said that he might have COVID or something like that. But I know he has like a bad vertigo issue, because I've seen like I remember on one of the Dana White Looking for a Fight episodes, it was like a bad reaction, so he had to like sit out. But yeah, I mean, the fight nights, I'm like, all right, whatever. But then the international fight week card, I was like, I'm surprised he missed that, because that's like, you know, that's their card. So that's the card.
Yeah,
but he wasn't there all week at all.
No, nowhere. I didn't see him. I didn't see anything of him. I didn't see anything when I was out there.
I wonder if they're trying to see, like, could we do big events without Dana and nothing changes? Like, I wonder if they're trying to phase him out, just in case, you know, he dies. Quits. All right. Quick pick picks with Alec Acosta and Nick the Ear. Featherweight main event. This is a good one. I believe this is on ABC. It's during the day, which I kind of hate.
Man.
Brian Ortega versus Yair Rodriguez. Yair Rodriguez was promised a title shot if he wins this fight. I don't know about Brian Ortega, but this is a juicy one. We'll start with the juicy guy. Alex, hit me with that hair blonde advice.
All right.
Also,
I've been going
Yair
back
has
and
no last fight.
I've been going back and forth. He lost his last fight against Max Holloway.
Doesn't say it on the stats, so put that out there.
They're both coming off losses. You know, honestly, I think Brian Ortega is gonna win. I was always going with like Yair, but I think now like Brian Ortega just I just think he's more of a well-rounded fighter in the sense of his striking has gotten better, and then obviously his jiu-jitsu game is, you know,
Top notch. Yep.
top notch, right? And then like Yair's game plan is don't go to the floor. So it's like, all right, I just feel like Brian Ortega, and he's not like a small dude, but he's a dog, and he won't get finished, I don't believe. So I think he's going to be able to eventually get a hold of Yair, and then I think once he takes him down or gets him down, you're just going to see that different level of him just like kind of going through him like butter almost, honestly, and then submitting him.
You're going with good old Ortega.
Yeah,
Good old Ortega.
He probably goes. So you're trying to say he probably will go more back to his roots instead of the stand up.
yes, 100%.
Okay.
I mean, I think if they just did a kickboxing fight, I think Yair wins, but it's an MMA fight, and I think Brian Ortega is just a better, like I'm saying, he has way more ways to win. I took that from Nick because Nick always says that. So he has way more ways to win.
All right, Nick, try to make your take without saying that phrase. Go ahead.
I think it is true. I think what Alex says
Is this false?
Absolutely true. I do think Brian Ortega's path to victory is submission. And I think that's his only path to victory.
Isn't that wait, really quick? Isn't that always his path to victory, but he never takes it?
Well, I just think it's an inability to get to those spots. I just think he doesn't really have a very powerful wrestling game, right? He doesn't really have a way to dominate people with like his grappling. I think a lot of times where he gets these submissions is kind of like a Charles Oliveira style. He gets them rocked and then jumps on a submission, or he pulls out these submissions from really crazy wild scrambles and he snatches up your neck. Could I see Brian Ortega snatching up Yair Rodriguez's neck if he tries to throw these one of fucking spinning back elbows? Yeah, probably. I think Brian Ortega is going to be looking for those positions, especially later on as the fight goes. I feel like the longer the fight goes, I think it does favor Brian Ortega to jump and snatch up a submission, because I think that's where his key to victory is. I just don't think it'll happen. I think there's gonna be times where Yair is gonna be tested with that, but I think he's gonna be able to survive it. Yair in his last performance against Max Holloway, I was really impressed with him, and I was not a Yair fan at all. I kind of really didn't really. He's not. I was very indifferent about him, but
He's not
after
your cup of tea.
He's not my cup of tea. But after watching him in Max Holloway's fight, I was like, man, this dude's a fucking dog.
Mm-hmm.
His kicking range, his kicking attacks are really brutal. They're going to be really hard to deal with.
Risky.
Especially, it is, but I feel like Brian Ortega, you know, he excels in a boxing range, and I feel like Yair Rodriguez can throw a lot of variety to keep him away. I think he can keep the fight standing for most of the fight, and I think he'll be able to eke out a decision on Brian Ortega.
Wow, this is a hard one to choose. Man, I think my brain wants to say Brian Ortega only because, like, man, he's lost the last couple and he always tries to stand up and bang, but I think he can get this fight down. But, man, Yair has less ways to win, and I like that. I like when you have less ways to win because you have to rely on that one way. You better fucking train that way. So I'm going to have to go with Yair Rodriguez. And doesn't he train with John Jones's wrestling coach?
Israel, is he wrestling?
Is that guy still alive?
Is he still wrestling?
Is he still alive?
That's crazy.
When I say alive, it's like, are you still in the game? Are you relevant?
Oh, no one knows them anymore.
Oh, okay.
Remember, because Jones got kicked out. So Jones, I don't know if he doesn't work with him anymore, but no one cares about that gym anymore because Jones is not there.
Damn. All right. We got how you feel about that place. Jesus.
Shout out John Jones, greatest fighter to ever live.
All right, guys. Coming event, we had Michelle Watersan rocking the short hair versus Amanda Lemos, the original short hair. What do we want to go with this? The mommy? It used to be karate hottie, now it's karate mommy.
Is it
really? Swear.
I think she's been hashtagging that occasionally. Karate mommy.
You're making it up, dude.
I got Amanda Lemos, honestly.
Yeah.
Is it her jawline? What's the deal?
I think she's
Jawline's
just
pretty strong.
Yeah, she's strong. I think her jawline's strong, and it's a little stronger than Michelle's Waterson's. And I think that her
Michelle's Waterson's
karate
Key and Peele
Watterson mommy.
sketch.
The karate mommy is gonna lose because Amanda Lemos is
Michelle's
just
Waterson's.
She's gonna punch her, and it's gonna hurt her because she's stronger than her.
Ooh, I like that one. Michelle Waterson, Liam's Neeson's. Nick, who do you got?
Yeah, I think Lemos, man. I think she's really tough. I think her hair is cooler.
With the tough stuff.
She tough, bro. Like she kind of
everyone's tough if you're a fighter. You wouldn't walk into the cage if you weren't tough.
But some people are a little bit more tough. And I feel like I'm not saying she's tougher than the karate hottie. I just feel like her skill set she has a little more firepower. I think she could end the fight against Michelle Waterson with the stand-up. So I'm gonna go Amanda Lemos.
I think I'm gonna go with Michelle Waterson, following her since Bully Beatdown and her karate days, and also I think she wins this fight, and I think she needs to leave the UFC and fight at an atomweight division. This is ridiculous.
No, if they had that division, I don't know why they don't. They should have done atomweight instead of 45. Honestly, that's my honest personal opinion.
Do you know how many
way more skilled fighters?
And then you could get so many more international fighters that are champions, like the homie. Who's the chick? The American girl, but she's like from Singapore. Nick, who am I talking about? Alex, you know what I'm talking about at ONE FC?
No, but I want to say something to you guys.
Lee, Angela Lee,
yes. But did you? Because I didn't see it in here. But did you guys see that Bo Cow guy, whatever the fuck, signed with Bare Knuckle Fighting?
Who?
His name is Bo Cow, like the Muay Thai fighter.
Buakaw is with who? You're talking about Buakaw?
Yeah,
Buakaw from Tiger Muay Thai?
Yeah, he just signed with the Bare Knuckle.
What?
No way.
Yeah, I just saw
they posted or just boxing?
In boxing, Bare Knuckle Boxing, BFCK or whatever the fuck.
Wow.
No way.
That's so weird. He's gonna die.
Whoa.
Or is he gonna destroy?
Dude, Buakaw's gonna fucking actually, I don't know. Boxing. Why did he do that?
Yeah, why did he do that? Also, Buakaw, I just realized he's 40. I thought he was younger.
They're probably paying him so much money.
Yeah.
Oh my god, good for him.
Oh wait, Buakaw. He's okay.
He's the man, bro.
He's the man. But I was thinking the guy from Tiger.
I
was thinking of Tiger Muay Thai, the other guy, with the high pitched voice that's killing people too. He's younger though. You know what I'm talking about? The one they use in all documentaries. The scariest guy in Tiger Muay Thai.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. The guy with the mustache.
Yeah. All right. Let us move on. Shout out to that. We got here morning news, breaking news. The Leech versus the state of Muslim.
What?
State of Muslim.
The state of Muslim. Okay. I'm gonna go with the whole state of Muslim is probably gonna beat up a leech. So
they got a whole government, they got a whole economy. Dude. To beat one leech.
Hey, but you never know. The leech can just suck all their blood, you know? So
every time I look at the leech, it's like, man, if Nick just had one chromosome off, that's Nick. If Nick just had one DNA in another area of the whole thing, that's Nick. Done, everyone.
I feel like like when you watch like the Fast and the Furious Tokyo Drift, and like the bullies and shit, I feel like he's a bully.
Like the villain.
Yeah, the villain posse. He could play a villain in those movies, bro.
He'd be a good stuntman. That's a good stuntman face for like, bad North Korean or evil communist China character. Who do you guys have? So Alex, you got the leech destroying the whole state of Islam?
No.
Or Muslim?
I know Islam, bro. I got Muslim.
Muslim.
Or is it Muslim or is it Muslim? Muslim. I got Muslim.
Obviously, I'm joking.
His boxing's crispy, bro. His boxing is crispy.
Is it crispy?
It is.
All right.
Is it crispy? You don't even know, dude. You don't even like him. I'm gonna go Muslim, brother.
Look, I have seen a little bit of Muslims boxing, and I've been hitting a heavy bag the past couple of weeks, and I don't think it's that crispy. So with that being said,
I've been hitting a heavy bag.
So I'm gonna go with Lee, the Leech, because he's also ranked 14th. There's a reason he has that ranking. The guy can hold on to people. Come on,
dude,
guys.
Muslim's on a fucking tear, bro. He's on a tear right now.
Can you be on a tear standing up if someone has you on the ground? No, Nick, you know this. All right.
You think this Russian man can stop takedowns?
No. He's a boxer. All right. Matt Schnell, who I feel like has been fighting since Tachi Place fights versus Is that what it's called? Oh, Palace.
Palace.
I was talking about the sister
Dude.
organization. She
Place.
plays fights.
And the state of Muslim, dude.
All right, versus Sumadajre.
You got it.
Sumadajre.
There you go.
Sumadajri.
Sumadajeri.
Is that guy from Kazakhstan? I don't know. Or
He's
Indonesia.
he's from
Or is that Yoshi?
yeah, he's from Yoshi. Sudarsos.
Sudarso. I'm gonna go with Matt Schnell. I'm just more familiar with his work. I honestly feel like I haven't watched a lot of the other guy.
He's
Alex,
good.
Thoughts?
These guys are good.
If you have one name, bro, I'm going for you. And he literally has
Oh.
one name. So he's going to destroy match now.
Who are some big models with one name? I'm trying to think.
Apparently his name is split in half.
Like Giselle. Yeah.
Su, S-U is his first name, and then Mudajiri is his last name.
The
But
one
they
who
just
UFC
UFC
messed
just
it
said
up.
we're gonna put it together.
Okay, never mind. So if your first name only has 2 letters, I'll never go for you. So I think Matt Schnell is going to win.
The rules are important. The rules are important.
Nick, who do you have?
Dude, Matt Schnell looked really good in his last fight, even though
He's
he got
crispy.
caught with a guillotine.
He's
I'm a big
crispy.
fan of Matt Schnell. I think he's quite crispy. Sue is pretty solid too, though. He's on a nice low win streak, but I'm gonna go with Matt Schnell.
Speaking of crispy, we all went with Matt Schnell. I got to treat you guys out to some crispy shrimp at this one place.
Okay, let's go.
I'm
Have you ever
hungry.
had the crispy shrimp? Think of like salt and pepper where they take the shell off so it hangs off the meat. No, but they
It's
take
a
the
little
shell
chip.
off.
It's a little chip,
Exactly.
little shrimp
Exactly.
chip.
I love this fight. I love, and not this fight.
This
I
is
love
a
this
great
fighter.
fight.
Shane Burgos, which I feel like he can still compete with the top 5. I don't know what happened. He's a fucking beast. Shane Burgos versus Charles Jourdain. I'm gonna go with Mr. Burgos, obviously. Nick,
I'm on Charles Jourdain's hype train right now. I think this dude,
Wow.
he's fun, dude. He's a
Is
really
he,
fun
though?
fighter.
Ugh.
I feel like who did he fight last?
Andre
last-
Ewell or some shit?
Yeah, I think that was the one before, but
No,
he fought
Lando
one
Venata.
more.
Oh,
Lando
Lando,
Venata, dude. That fight was fucking crazy. The Andre Ewell fight was nuts because he hit him with that push kick.
Sparta.
He's a fucking beast, bro. I think he's really talented. He just needs to get his ducks lined up in a row. I think. so to
I
speak.
love a good duck sauce.
Ducks in a row. I think he could pull off a good win. I think he has a really good shot against Shane Burgos. This is gonna be a fucking fun fight. This is gonna be like Billy Quarantillo all over again.
Ooh,
And Shane Burgos.
No one knows that reference.
Him and Shane Burgos? Come on, dog.
Alex, who you got? Burgos?
Shane
Western
Burgos by 2nd round TKO.
Oh, do his social media. Why don't you hit him up? Where's Garage? Hashtag let's go. All right. This fight, we better call in John. This is the fight he's been waiting for. Misha Tate versus Lauren Murphy. Why is this also the first fight to open up everything? That's weird. It wasn't like one of the co-main events or something.
Yeah,
Wow.
who knows?
I think it was just on the main card, honestly, but
I'm
We
gonna
got booted
go
from International Fight Week card.
with my girl, Misha Tate. I'm always rooting for the vets, pioneers of women's MMA. Not to say that Lauren Murphy wasn't. She also was Invicta. But Misha Tate was OG, Strike Force. Got to go for the other karate mommy. Let's go. Alex, close your mouth and give me an answer.
I guess Misha Tate.
I guess Misha Tate. This guy's pumped for this fight.
This fight, I do not care about this fight at all, bro. None of these girls beat Valentina, so who cares?
Whoa, Nick. Thoughts on Alex being really upset about girls not beating up Valentina?
Dude, no one's gonna be here unless they rematch Talia Santos again.
Talia Santos beat you the next fight. I swear to God.
No, I don't think so. I think Amanda. I think that was her opportunity to
See,
win.
you almost said Amanda Nunes. You were so confused.
I always
That
call
was
her
like-
Amanda Shevchenko, dude.
that was like
always
John
do that.
Jones
So
Gus
disrespectful.
What do you mean,
Yeah.
John Jones sus one?
No,
I
John. That fight was John Jones Gus 1, just the female
Oh.
version. If they rematch, Nunes or Shevchenko's about to beat the shit out of her.
Yeah.
Shit. All right. There you guys have it. Valentina Shevchenko, greatest female fighter as of right now, because could have been Amanda, could have been you, Amanda, but you lost to literally Julia Pena. Literally
Juliana, not Julia.
Juliana Pena. Guys, that is our show. Alex, play the outro music.
Welcome to the We Out Here
Make sure
MMA
you follow
not
Alex at
podcast,
Lift
but
God.
show.
Make sure you follow
Welcome
Nick
to the
at
We
Nick the
Out
Ear,
Here
myself
MMA
at
not
Gilbert's, and
podcast,
also
but show.
We Out
Welcome
Here
to the
MMA.
We Out
And shout out to
Here
our
MMA
sponsor,
not podcast,
Escape from
but show.
Tarkov. You
Welcome
can
to the
download the
We
beta
Out
right
Here
now
MMA
and
not
get
podcast,
60
but
extra slots of
show.
loot.
Welcome to the
Use the promo code
MMA
We Out Here.
Is that
MMA.
really free to download right now?
Bro, I just tried it because I was gonna play with homie Ryan Trainer, which we all should, because he's gonna teach me.
That's
If I,
fun.
but it looks fun. I think you just go. You basically okay. Yeah, thanks for watching the show.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.